Welcome to the Nerdist Podcast number 820. 820!
Oh, shit, Chris. What do we do with 820?
Well, Matt, if you really wanted to set up your 820 page, you would go to Squarespace, whether you want it to be
What
820.
a dork. I
Shut
set
up.
up my 820 page.
Shut up. I'm just trying to...
No, but it's me. I'm just saying. I'm the dork.
I'm trying to make it seem flawless, Matt.
Well, if I wanted to set it up, how would I do that?
Well, you would start your free trial at squarespace.com.
Oh, okay.
You would enter the offer code Nerdist. You get 10% off your first purchase.
Wow.
And then you could set up your 820
Whoa.
page.
Dudes, check it out.
Squarespace, set your website up at 820. 820 sounds like a school counselor that, what are you kids, celebrating 820 or something over here? What are you doing? What are you kids doing? Stop it with your grass and your Mary
Stop
Jane.
it with your grass.
Cut it out with your grass over there. You know, I'm very excited, Matt Mira.
Why is that, Chris?
We got to do a Hostful podcast.
Oh, it's a rare treat these days.
Yes, so many people, translation for, beg us to do Hostfuls.
And it's actually our wives and Katie. They want us out of the house.
Yes.
And Katie's just like, I'm bored.
Yeah, Katie doesn't have anything else to do.
Guys, please do a Hostful.
She's tired of hiking her dog around in nature. She wants to sit inside an artificially lit room and listen to guys
my
make dick
favorite
jokes.
part of the week.
She loves it, where no one talks about the things she really cares about, sports. It's her favorite
Sport.
time of the
Hey, it
day.
gives me lots of time to study for fantasy football.
Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing on the
sometimes,
laptop?
Sometimes.
I think that's 100%
I
what
appreciate
she
your
does.
honesty. I appreciate it. Like, if we quickly looked at your screen, it would
might
be
see a mock draft
be like
in there.
DraftKings or whatever.
I don't do DraftKings.
I do DraftKings, Chris.
I do the.
But I won't plug them
season-long
until they
ones.
sponsor us.
Well, I don't even know what it is that they do precisely.
Daily fantasy sports.
So it's just for one day, like one game or
So
one
we're
weekend.
like a wizard could fight an orc.
Absolutely.
That kind of fantasy
100%.
sports.
I literally don't.
I
know
mean, if
what
there's a
shit.
league of wizards and orcs, yeah, you could pick your orc, pick your wizard.
Oh, that reminds me. I want to promote. We did with D&D, with actual D&D, the company Wizards. We did Force Grey. We did a campaign, a D&D campaign, and Matt Mercer DM'd and Jonah Ray is on it, and Brian Posehn and Ashley Johnson. Utkar Jambudkar is in it. He plays a character called Hitch. So you should definitely, if you like watching RPGs, and Matt is the best DM in the history of DMing.
Not me, for the record.
For
The other Matt is the best.
other Matt Mercer.
Yeah, Mercer's
Matt
the
Mercer.
best.
Matt
Matt
Mira
Mira
wouldn't give a shit.
Not a good DM. not a good DM at all. All of a sudden, spaceships are coming in. You're like, this isn't in the campaign. I'm like, well, it is now. Okay.
Hey, this is playing out on the holodeck.
Slingshot around the sun. Boom. Klingon
Travel
bird
back
of
in
prey is there.
time. No problem. So check that out. It's on Nerdist, Force Grey, D&D.
You have to roll a d20 to see where your shields are at, bruh.
820! 820s. You roll
I get it.
820
You
sided
roll
die.
820, and that
Yeah,
tells you
that's how
that's your
that
fore, your aft, your starboard, and your port.
Well, there's your website right there. Just go
Times
to squarespace.com, right? Squarespace would make all of that so much easier, Matt Mira.
Yeah, it really would.
So much easier.
I've been trying to learn coding forever.
You don't need to learn coding.
Thank
you can if you want
God.
to, but you don't have to.
I don't need any more skills. I'm already the Swiss Army man of the podcast.
You have maxed out on skill sets.
Thank you.
So use Squarespace, who will be like an external skill set for you to build a quality gallery, blog, an entire online store, a landing page, whatever it is for your 820.
Whatever 820 is, bro.
Page. It's just 820 sided dice. Go to squarespace.com.
820
Again,
is my answer to Nate Silver's 538 blog, where I am not good at math and cannot predict any outcomes of any elections.
use the offer code Nerdist to get 10% off your
And
first
make
purchase.
America fine.
Squarespace, set your website apart. 820, make America fine. Here's the Nerdist Podcast number 820. Hostful goodness. Me and the sister wives doing our chatty dick around.
You're going to hear Chris play a lot of Pokemon Go.
I just played a little bit.
It sounded like a lot to me.
We did catch
Uncle
a
Matt
we
Pokemon.
We each caught a Pikachu. It was very exciting.
We each got a Pikachu. It was
Oh,
very
you guys
exciting.
shared
It's
a
fun to hear.
moment.
It's the most what people often say about Pokemon Go. They go, it's fun to play. I love listening to people play.
Well, I
That's
can't
what
blame
people say.
them.
Yeah, it's real good.
Well,
there
buckle
was an
up, kids.
update, by the way, Katie. There's an update, so they've improved a lot of stuff. They've improved
Ooh.
curveballs. They're kind of working on
Update!
the tracking, so that's all good. Here we go. Nerdist Podcast 820. Hostful.
Now entering Nerdist.com.
When that Jonah Ray gets here, you tell that motherfucker.
Were you waiting to throw that thing?
I said, where's my phone? It's right there.
You want me to call it?
No, I got it. When that motherfucker Jonah Ray gets here, you tell him I said.
Oh, Chris, this is uncomfortable. Jonah's here. Look up.
I'm right here.
Oh, my God.
Don't worry, I'm going to use that whole thing as a sample on my next rap record. When that motherfucker Jonah Ray gets here, I'm gonna... And then the beat kicks in.
A guy sent me.
I love your rap skits, Jonah. This is great.
Yeah, that's more of an intro than a skit.
Oh, I see. I'm not really sure on the difference. I just thought any time talking between was a skit.
No, skits are complete stories where intros are, samples comprised to lead you into the feeling of the next track that drops.
They learned
What's
a lot
a preamble?
This.
Wait, where is it? A guy sent me a. Oh, damn it! Where is it? A guy made the three Brokaws into that we did on the Berbiglia podcast.
We did three Brokaws and one other kind of trio thing.
Oh, where is it? I gotta find it. So I can credit him.
You guys had a fun trio thing, huh?
Oh, man. What a blast.
Wow, God. Sounds
It's okay.
like
I don't think I was
fun.
here for the last Berbigs.
Sounds like it was a lot of fun.
It was.
I don't know that I was either.
No, I think you were for the last one.
Guys,
He's been on 4 times.
They blend together
They blend together after...
into one huge fun time.
Yeah.
What have you guys been up to?
When was the last time people heard from us?
2014?
Comic-Con?
Oh, yeah, Comic-Con. That's right. It just happened. It feels like it was months ago.
Yeah. Comic-Con. Once the second episode of the night goes up, you'll see that I lost my voice by the end of it.
Oh, did you?
No, it was real gravelly. And
You know what? I thought you sounded great.
Oh, thanks,
the whole
man.
time.
Yeah, thanks.
I was like, wow, Jonah's voice sounds great. There's a nice timbre to it.
I remember at the end going, I want to thank everybody for coming out.
that's right.
And it was sounding way more serious than I
Oh,
wanted
yeah,
to.
that's right.
And
I
you
do
guys-
remember that.
Yeah, because I was just...
Wait, so you're saying that it wasn't sincerity?
It was
your
sincerity.
voice was gone.
It was sincerity, but it came off with way more weight. And it's like, because it's like, hey, I just want to thank everybody for coming. It's been really cool. And then like, what it came out was like, I just want to tell everyone.
Oh, Jonah's being emotional.
Yeah.
He's so sweet.
Yeah, I never had to talk that much in my life. I don't think.
Swoop. What? You've done 2 shows on the podcast?
No, but he did
like,
all
from a
day.
whole
Oh, all
of,
day.
like interviews for all the different stuff.
Boy, your life's so hard with this.
Guy's got a lot going on.
Yeah, you really do. Now you got season 2 going into season 2 of
But not announced yet.
I think you said it on. I think you said it on the Comic-Con
I think I said it
episode.
on the second one.
Yeah.
Which isn't out yet, but they'll announce it.
Do you want us to cut that out?
This one goes out tomorrow.
This one goes out tomorrow. Don't worry.
This goes out tomorrow.
Yeah,
Let's just start that buzz. What season 2 are we talking about?
That's true. You're involved in so many projects.
I don't know. The clues are hidden somewhere in America.
That's good. I like that. I can get behind that.
Get behind that clue.
Yeah, I tried a sensory deprivation tank.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I always thought I would lose my fucking mind.
Well, you, I don't know.
What'd it feel like?
I don't know.
Didn't feel like anything. Your senses were deprived.
Yeah, it was neat. I expected more. I guess I thought my brain was going to go into some. Yeah, I got in there and I just kind of focused on my breathing for a while. Then it was done before I knew it.
I think a lot of people go in there high.
They do. Oh, of course.
Yeah,
To
they take DMT.
Yeah,
in
something.
there.
DDT, DDP,
DDP,
whatever it takes.
OPP.
Diamond Dallas Page.
You know me.
Of course, you know.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was fun.
Was that your present to yourself?
Kind of. I just we got done with a hectic week.
Yeah,
and I was just kind of like stressing out. And
Not
also
one,
Dee's,
but D's nuts.
But then also Dee's. Yeah, she had because she broke her nose last time.
Yeah.
Like they had to they finally.
Oh, D's nose.
These nose. They finally had to fix the brake. And
D's septum.
Yeah, it was
they rebroke
pretty
it.
gnarly. It was pretty gnarly.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine. It's they took the splints out on Friday. So that was gnarly. Just recovering from that surgery and kind of So it was a hectic week, and then I did the sensory deprivation, and it was nice.
You both went. Like a couples tank?
No. You're in separate tanks.
Can you get a couples tank?
I don't think so. I kind of think
I think we should.
Well, but then that's not really.
I think we should get a couples tank.
That's like then you're touching someone else.
Even when your hand touches your own body, it's disgusting feeling. So I don't know if you want someone else's body in there.
How long were you in?
I went in for an hour.
Are you're submerged in water?
Well, it's so much salt in it that you pretty much just float on top of it, and the temperature.
And they shut it like a fucking coffin.
It's a big chamber. It's not like you're not enclosed too much. You're in a room and you have access to just push and open the door whenever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there air coming in?
It seems like it.
Okay.
But it's the temperature in the water is the same temperature as the air. So when you get to a really still place, it just feels like nothing. It's really odd.
It's like Hardwick's pool, where the temperature is the same as the air.
Yeah,
exactly the same time. Just fill it full of salt. So you're just like.
But it's neat. I think it's a good excuse to just kind of disconnect and meditate and just feel nothing and let your mind wander.
What would really bother me is if I got in there and it was great, but then I started thinking of, what if I get in there and I write the best jokes in my brain that I've ever thought of, and like I can't write these down anywhere.
That's a good point.
I'm not gonna. Well, I'm just creating problems before I actually do it.
Yeah,
that's how I like to work.
Yeah,
that's how I do.
Smart people do.
Hey, 2 birthdays. 2 birthday boys this week.
I turned 34. You turned 33.
I'm in my Jesus year, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made it out.
Ready. I'm ready.
Unscathed.
All right.
Ready to be crucified by the Romans. I'm king of the Jews.
Don't you say...
just married to a Jewish lady doesn't make you king of the
King
Jews.
of the Jews.
You don't...
Yeah.
I am Lord and Savior.
No.
Mateo Christos.
Yahweh.
No way.
Yahweh.
No way.
No way.
Yahweh. No way.
No, it's no, my son. It's Yahweh.
I never heard that in my life.
You went to Catholic school.
I sure did. I guess we weren't like the Jesuits.
Yeah.
You guys were operating on another level of humor. I was just in crappy Catholic school. Oh, my God. Jesuits, boys, must have been rolling in the aisles.
I went to Catholic school. I'd never heard that, and that's great.
What?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
I feel I want to go back in time and put it in my Yahweh or the highway joke from,
Yeah, are you kidding
from
me?
15 years ago.
God.
But you went to a baseball game.
I did. When on my birthday, I went to the Dodgers, played the Red Sox.
Which I thought, from my house, you can see where Dodger Stadium is.
Correct.
And so late at night, I heard all these pops. And I'm like, fuck, there's an attack. There's something on. I look outside, fucking fireworks at Dodger Stadium.
Friday night fireworks,
but it was like at 10:30 at night.
Well, that's what time the game got over. Red Sox scored 9 runs, so it went a little late.
So you guys won?
Yeah.
Nice.
9-0. Only one of the 3 games that we win, and that's the one I chose for my birthday.
9-0?
9-0. Steven Wright
like a baseball
really did
game.
a great job. It was a lot of fun. We got to go on the field afterwards because the fireworks, you can go on the field.
Oh, that's right.
Cameron and Rhea were very excited to be on the field. More
Rhea,
excited
I'm
than-
sure. I'm sure Rhea was very
Well,
excited.
I think Cameron was also very excited, but maybe mostly just excited for her wife.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Big group of us went, and then we had cupcakes, a lot of hot dogs, the huge.
Yeah, that sounds
The
fun.
huge.
I worked and
Braggart.
I worked and then I went to Meltdown. And then there was like a miscommunication about if like Deanna was gonna like meet me, like we go to a bar sometimes like after the show and just hang out a bit, and there was a miscommunication if I was gonna go pick her up or meet her there, and then I get there and she's like, I guess you're not coming to pick me up, and I was like, well, that's the night.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys should set up some sort of a Post-it so she can write these notes.
Hey. But so yeah, I didn't really do anything on my birthday.
Every once in a while I have a birthday like that where it's like, I don't need to do anything. It's just,
Yeah.
it's
No,
fun.
I did nothing during the day.
Yeah.
Literally nothing.
I would have done something if it wasn't on a Meltdown night. I probably would have ended up doing something.
Yeah.
You remember I used to do those birthday parties at
Yeah,
the
birthday shows were great.
at the farmers market.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Those were always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Not when you get older, buddy.
Those feel like old man birthdays already. Got Jimmy Jatho from UCB. Hey man,
Why didn't
Yeah, Jimmy's always there.
I didn't do anything for my birthday last year. I don't think I did anything for my birthday last year, really. And I just went and had food with my mom and Lydia and
remember that birthday? It might have been your 40th when I had just kind of started hanging out with a friend of Janet's. and then you had a birthday dinner, and it was like 5 people.
Oh,
and
right.
And me and her were part of the people.
Oh, Jessica.
I was just trying to skirt around it. It was a long time ago. I'm a married man now. But it was like one of those things where it's like it was a friend, an old friend of Janet's, and like we had like hung out a few times, and then like Chris was like, "Yeah, it's my birthday dinner," and she's like, "Are you going to this birthday dinner?" I was like, "Oh boy, this is a bit soon for mutual friend hangouts."
And how'd that work? Did it work out?
That didn't work out.
What?
I'd say it did work out. You ended up meeting your wife.
Yeah, that was pretty great. She went to
Somewhere else.
She went to like the Bahamas or something like that for a month, and then when she got back, I was like, "Well, see you around."
That was it? She
Yeah,
just
yeah.
didn't call you again?
Slow fade. Slow fade. I was like,
not a quick
during
ghost.
my single years, it was a slow fade either from me or from other people. I don't think I ever really had.
Sounds like a crossfade.
Well, yeah, sometimes a crossfade.
Never a star wipe.
Never a star wipe. Those hurt like a motherfucker. She's like, why does this? Why?
It's pointy. It's pointy. Yeah, the hot dog thing sounds so. I had to quit eating.
Nitrates.
No, I did. I went to the doctor, and the doctor said I got a physical, and the doctor was like, "Well, you have real high cholesterol," and I was like, "What? I'm in pretty good shape." And so,
Meaning you work out.
well, I don't.
Well, your muscles are, Chris, but let's talk about your blood.
Well, I didn't think I was eating anything that, so I met with a nutritionist, and she was like, well, what? Just kind of describe what you eat.
Burritos.
Well, okay. Burritos, chai lattes, like the fold-over sandwiches from Starbucks, chips and sandwiches.
Well, it's one piece of bread.
Steak
They
and
just fold it over.
fries, pizza every once in a while. Like,
Now,
I
Chris,
realized,
this isn't a dig at. I'm not making like a money you're rich joke, but you could afford a better diet. You have like a Donald Trump diet right
no,
now.
I just listen. I just I'm busy, so I was eating whatever was convenient, and also not knowing when I was going to eat again. You eat stuff to fill you up.
True.
And
is that-
I had noticed
is that what I've been doing?
I had noticed I was starting to feel like squishier, and I'm like, I don't know why I feel so squishy. I gotta.
Yeah.
I don't. But then when I actually wrote it all down, I was like, oh, because she said, oh yeah, everything you're eating is not good. Like
Yeah.
all of these.
Breads, tortillas,
Yes,
meats.
all of these processed carb thingies. So you have to eat healthy carbs. So she gave me like a balanced diet to eat off of. First of all, I feel amazing.
Yeah.
I've had energy like I don't remember.
You look
having.
sprier than normal.
I feel good. And but I had pizza Saturday night for the first time in probably like 6 weeks.
Was it glorious?
Hanging out with your bros, high-fiving.
Yeah, just
Hanging out with your friends.
having some pizza because your cholesterol's high. Getting higher than your HDLs. So I had it. It was amazing while I was having it. I was like, oh, it's like the first time I had ever eaten. And then 3 hours of, oh, I don't feel
Wait, how
good.
much
Just
pizza
like-
did you have?
Well, I got a 10-inch pizza from Lucifer's, which is fucking
Right,
great pizza.
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
10-inch pizza has 6 little slices, and I had 4. So, like, really 2 New York style.
This is nothing.
I know.
But was it so? It's like all of a sudden you reintroduced like carbs and cheese.
I hadn't
and
really eaten, like, bread carbs in 6 weeks.
cheese. How's the cheese going? You cutting cheese out?
I did. Yeah, I would sprinkle a little bit, like, if I make a spinach salad, which I discovered I like, I'd sprinkle just a little bit of mozzarella cheese on
What are
there.
you, Urkel?
Yeah, I am, Matt. Take it very seriously, because this family matters.
Ooh, yeah.
And yeah, so that's all.
Well,
Well, I
that's
haven't
great.
cut out of the chives.
3 hours. Okay, what was on this pizza?
Cheese, just a cheese pizza.
Oh, Chris, we got to talk.
And it felt so.
Great.
I was just kind of
No,
doubled
man.
over for 3 hours, just sort of feeling like I can't move. Like it was all just the grease and the
just
that much cheese and bread when I hadn't had it in a long time.
man.
Must have felt great initially.
It felt great when it was happening.
Yeah, that's
it was
the best
basically
thing about
it was
drugs.
basically 10 minutes and the paycheck was 3 hours. I mean the bill was 3 hours. It was a 3 hour thing. So
That's a real bummer.
So that's all done. So I'm all done with that.
Yeah.
Well, I think you just build your tolerance back up. Maybe sneak it in a couple, 3, 4, 5 times a week.
Well, we're going to Disneyland for the Bachelor event.
Yeah.
Cheat day, bro.
I know, but I'm going to feel
there.
awful. I'm not going to feel good.
Luckily, my cheat day is scheduled to be that day.
I want to have Mickey beignets.
Only started dieting again yesterday.
That's all right. You still get a cheat
weekend?
day on Saturday.
Giving up that weekend.
You're going to walk around. We'll walk 6 miles that day.
At least.
Easily.
At least.
Easily.
Yeah.
And what I like to do is ride the Tower of Terror, then run all the way across the Splash Mountain, and then go back to Tower of Terror at least 6 times.
That's a good way to do it.
Well, enjoy Tower of Terror while you can.
I know.
Well, although I do think
it is. They are going to take it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
announced it at Comic-Con.
Being turned into
Oh, okay. I
turning
wasn't
to Guardians.
because I know they were going to have it, but I remember seeing the picture, going like, "That looks familiar."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Guardians.
That's-
Which I think will be cool.
That's great.
Yeah, I get it, but, bro,
Yeah, it's just a kind of a bummer.
I mean,
And I know it's a fairly new ride
You know what I'm
compared to
okay
so
with?
many other
Like,
rides they've kept.
take out Bugs Land. Who gives a shit about
Kids love Bugs Land.
You know what? They got Cars Town now. I'm
Cars-
saying all these things wrong.
Cars Desert is great.
Cars Desert?
It's there.
Cars
So
Desert.
the kids can go right over there. You pull out this Bug Town. You put in a Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, I'm
Whatever,
pretty bummed
Rocket.
out about that.
So,
But I'm
Sad,
sure
but you
the
can still
Guardians
ride
of the
it.
Galaxy thing is going to be great.
You can still ride it in Disney World, so that's good.
I wonder if Steve Age is going to show up in
It's
it.
very annoying that it's the
He might.
same-
Yeah. Just remember to put on your seatbelt.
it was really funny. They were really funny. They did a thing for Comic-Con. Like they all came out in full makeup, AG
Yeah.
and all the guys.
The Ravagers.
The Ravagers, and were really fucking funny. Really funny. Steve just fucking cracks me up every time he opens his mouth.
He's great.
Steve's a hilarious human being.
He's a good man.
He's a gentle giant.
Him and Brendan Small did the silliest bit on this season of Meltdown, where it pretty much ends with Brendan going, "We have no reason to have guitars on stage. It's just another harebrained scheme to get into show business." And they say that simultaneously, and then high five and freeze for like a minute.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, wedding coming up.
Yeah.
From the recording of this podcast, we are
excited?
12 days out.
You going beard? No beard.
No beard, but scruff.
Just letting it go. Yeah, sure.
Scruffy scruff. I asked. I said, "What would you prefer?"
I asked my
because
wife,
these pictures
too.
are going to live forever.
She
and
made
what
me
would you?
shave my beard.
And she was like, she said, "Whatever you want is fine." I go, "I know that, but really, like, what would you prefer?" So she said, "Lydia's so agreeable. Sometimes it stresses me out because I'm like, I know." But what do you want? Just
Yeah.
tell me. I need to know.
Yeah, Deanna
So-
kind of has that where it's kind of down for whatever is her response for a
Yeah.
lot of things. I go, I can't make another decision.
But I'm also down for whatever.
Guys, my wife tells me exactly what she wants when she wants it.
yeah, that's what you needed, Matt.
That's exactly right. And I follow through half of the time.
Hooray! Well,
But that's gonna be a lot of fun.
yes, I'm very excited about that.
Love that.
It's funny because people
Ordered some jeans that don't have tears or
People
oldness.
keep saying, "Are you nervous?" I'm like, "No,
Does anyone keep asking you where I'm supposed to find a bolo tie?
you don't have to wear."
I know, but you asked, and I feel
Lydia
like
wanted
I
to do
need
this
to
thing
help
of
you.
like cowboy, like she wanted to because her family or historically the Hearsts were ranchers, and so she was like, "Oh,
I
really
think more publishing magnates.
publishing didn't happen until her great grandfather. Her great great grandfather basically had a weird sixth sense about ore mining." George Hearst. He was in, and his character's in Deadwood, and but he
Now the attraction makes sense. Love that show.
so good. We should get married. They were basically they were ranchers, and they still are. Like there's still a big chunk of the family that
Yeah, you
owns
get their
all that.
steaks.
You go to Whole Foods, you get a lot of Hearst foods.
Yes, so she
meats.
said we should do like a Texas formal thing. So like jacket, boots, bolo tie, but it's optional. Like you don't have to do it.
It
You know
sent
what? You wrote it on
shockwaves
there?
throughout the community, Chris.
You wrote it on there.
These cowboy boots really a thing?
I mean, is it really something that I
got it on there.
buy cowboy?
I think my trade-off is gonna be I'm not gonna do cowboy boots. I'll do a regular boot, maybe a James Bond boot, who knows? And then I'll do the jeans and I'll figure out the top situation. I was looking at
So it
some
sounds
photos.
like you have half an outfit planned.
Correct.
Yeah.
No pants.
Yeah.
No, I have the pants.
Got it.
Well, the
but he's
jeans,
still
I see.
deciding on the shoes and the shirt.
No, the shoes I have, I'm good with those. I just gotta get them shined up real nice, and then So I'm just I figure out what kind of, if I'm going to wear a jacket. You also it's it's going to be hot in the climate. It's August. It's California. So then I got to figure out that
It's indoors though.
Okay.
No outdoors.
Okay.
Oh, quick ceremony. Lydia's like 7 minutes. I'm like, well, 10. We could.
Always a comic.
And I said, I know. Hey, there are going to be more people at this show than have ever come to anything I've ever done in LA. So. It's the. So what we're going to do? Are we going to say our vows and stuff? And she was like, well, they'll have stuff for us to say, but I think we should write our vows to each other and make them really personal and give them to each other the night before. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting, because this whole time I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna write a whole thing and say a whole thing, but she just wants to get right through the ceremony and right to the party.
So you're gonna just write your vows, give them to each other, and we're not gonna hear them.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
There'll be something.
That's great. No, I think that's interesting.
The guy who's marrying us is basically kind of like her honorary uncle, and I think he married her parents.
Oh, that's cool.
So I think it's going to be very quick.
So it's going to be kind of like the technical Emmys. There's going to be a reference to the.
Yeah. You're going to play a clip?
Well, because they've split that into 2 ceremonies now.
Yeah.
Viola Davis is going to come out and introduce.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, last night.
At an earlier ceremony, we gave away these awards that we're not going to make you sit through.
Yeah, it's because they're not as attractive. The editors and sound.
I mean, the vows are the best part, I think.
No, they're lame. Vows are lame.
What? Why? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's like just an excuse to cry in front of your family.
Aw, buddy.
I didn't cry.
Well, it's because you had Mike Henry reading them.
Yeah, and I cold read them, and they were great. They were funny. Because it's Mike Henry.
Why have an emotion, Jonah? Why have a real emotion?
I have a bunch of emotions.
Your wedding should be an Adult Swim sketch.
I didn't want it to be. I wanted it just to be fun for everybody.
It was fun, actually.
I teared up at mine. It was great.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just I'm not a personally, and this is all personal preference.
Yeah.
But we wanted to make our ceremony as quick and fun for everybody as possible.
Right.
Yeah, because we don't need to get all schmaltzy in front of everyone.
Well,
I did hire a woman.
It's not for everyone.
I did hire a woman to play
and it kind of is for everyone.
I
try to say that my wedding was bad. Excuse me.
What?
We'll get back to Aunt Slappy in a second.
Great.
Yeah.
Good pull.
You're trying to say that my wedding wasn't fun?
Your wedding was great.
Your wedding was great.
That was a great time.
Well, Chris,
What?
I don't think you remember because you weren't at the actual wedding.
I'm pretty sure I was.
No, Chris, you weren't.
You weren't
Was
there.
your wedding? Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
I remember.
The answer is yes.
I remember your wedding was the thing where we were. Yvette Nicole Brown and I were talking about The Walking Dead.
Oh no, that was the television program you host.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Days of that on the day I got married.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is they want me to fly out to go do Comic Book Men on your wedding, and I says to them, can't do it.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know AMC.
I will be filling in for Matt on that Comic Book Man episode.
I know AMC loves ruining our weddings.
Yes.
Is what I said out loud.
Yes.
But I said I can't.
You can't do it. So that's where Kevin will be.
Kevin will be. Yeah. Is he not going to your wedding then?
I don't know. I guess not. If
Did you invite him to your wedding?
I believe we did invite him. Yeah.
Well,
we had a
he's not
weird
gonna be
thing
there.
where because Lydia had these really cool TARDIS things made with wood grain paper. And there were 100 people that just didn't get them, and so
didn't get them in the mail. That's
didn't
crazy.
get them in the mail, and so we spent days and days just
Finding out who
tracking
didn't get
people
them.
down, going,
Jesus.
and it's such a bummer to put someone in a situation because it sounds like we're making it up. Like, we didn't hear from you. Did you get the invitation?
Yeah,
but it's a legitimate. Some people said no, we didn't get it.
Shit.
No, it is. It's fucking Los Angeles mail is terrible.
It's not good.
It's terrible. I've had lots of stuff not get there.
Like wedding invitations.
Like wedding invitations, actually, yeah.
But we tracked a lot of people down, and so it's all fine.
Was there a
It's great.
montage of this track down? It would have been a real hoot, I think.
Yeah, let's cut to it now.
I'm all right.
Nobody worry about me. Ooh, what you like? Ooh. Gosh, I'm gonna be married in 12 days.
I know, it's amazing.
It is pretty crazy. I'll never forget what my mom said. This is the one time where my mom, when Lydia and I first started dating, my mom was literally like,
Not everyone likes one in this thing, Chris.
She would have said Christopher. If you're gonna do the bit, you gotta know.
Sorry.
My mom said to me, "Don't fuck this up." She's like, "This woman is great. Don't fuck this up."
Yeah.
I mean, not in an aggressive way, like in a funny.
Chris?
It was funny when she said it.
There's still time.
There's still plenty of time.
You could really mess up a lot of things.
Totally.
You've been self-destructive in your past. You know, I always wonder if it's ever going to come back up.
Oh my god, I hadn't thought about it that way before. Well, I was going through the. I never took that much sessions in my life.
Let me ask you about this wedding food. Is there going to be pizza?
There's not going to be pizza.
No, all right.
There's not going to be pizza. I was going through
bacon cheeseburgers to stay on the theme.
On theme.
Yeah.
I was going through
barbacoa.
the itinerary of all the places that we're going in Japan, and so many of them were like, and then you'll take a sky car up to the mountain. I'm like,
That's great.
Anxiety. And she was like, well, we don't have to do that stuff. I'm like, we're doing it. We have to do it.
It's Japan.
I'm not going to not do it because...
They're great at transportation.
Yes.
You're following the fear.
Any advice? What advice do either of you have
Don't
for
get
me?
stabbed?
For weddings? Okay. Don't
Oh,
get
I
stabbed.
thought that was for Japan.
Right after the ceremony, right after the I do's, and after pronouncing man and wife, be sure to both of you go off and be by yourselves for 15, 20 minutes. Don't immediately go and take pictures. Don't immediately just start getting into the party, because that is the only time you will have for the rest of the evening by yourselves.
That's good advice, but we have to do the first dance. Do you do the first dance after
No,
the
do
break?
the first
Do
dance,
that
do
when
the
the
break, and
reception's
then at the reception. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I highly recommend it. You're not going to find a time. You're going to be talking to everybody, meeting people, relatives that you now
So we
have.
can
all
go
this
off
stuff.
and do it.
Not even do it. Just
Legally.
go,
You
just
don't-
go off
no.
into a
Legally
room.
Chris,
do
we're not
it.
saying have sex right between your wedding and your ceremony.
Yeah,
You do it if you want. If you find yourself in a spot that
Yeah,
you
if,
can,
if
go
it's
for it.
plausible, and sure.
I mean,
go
listen,
ahead.
I'm glad we saved ourselves for marriage.
No, that's great.
If any of the families listening.
Yeah, I highly suggest that, because you're not going to find another time until the very end of the night when you're tired.
My advice is just have fun. Have fun. Don't make
It is
don't
gonna be fun.
Don't make it work. Don't make it like you don't worry about having to see everybody, because you're gonna have a shit ton of people there. Don't worry about having to see everyone. Just do the best you can and just enjoy yourself.
Cool. It was fun to find the band.
Just a band.
It's just this band. It's just like a wedding band. Well, Lydia's friends one of her friends is a big DJ. This girl Nikki, and she's great, and she's going to DJ for a while. But then we hired a band. It was just kind of funny going through this one website where they had all their bands come in and do a performance.
Oh, wow.
So you could see it on the site, and we found this really great band. And the guys, they rock so many 80s hits, so great. But they do other stuff. I can't remember the name of the band.
Is it the Steel Panther, the other band that they do?
No.
It's not an 80s.
No,
they don't
it's
look
not.
like an 80s.
Yeah,
No, but
yeah.
Steel Panther has that other band where they just do straight up 80s covers, but they don't dress
Straight
up
Up Panther?
Straight up Steel Panther. You want to love or leave
I'm gonna
forever.
find the name of this band. I think I know who you're talking about. And I think I saw them a few weeks ago.
You did?
I think so.
The Spasmatics.
Not the Spasmatics.
Hang on. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to find out what the name of the band was.
It's Charlie Daniels.
What?
No, it's not Charlie Daniels. Are you ready for some marriage? What are you looking up? You looking up this band?
What the name of the band was.
Well, these are good wedding advices. I appreciate that. That's a good idea. I actually wouldn't have thought to do that. Yeah,
Neither
because we
did I.
won't.
We wouldn't have thought about it either, but people, two people told us, they're like, do it then. Because a lot of people, they'll get married, then they'll just immediately go off and take pictures, and then by the time they're done taking pictures, everyone's been waiting for them to show up for the first dance, and then the food, and then the cake, and then all of a sudden, you're just exhausted.
I'm really nervous about
Just
the
a
first,
moment.
I'm nervous about the first dance.
Oh, don't be.
Well, I'm not a good dancer. I
You don't have to be a good dancer.
You also don't
It's
have
not
to
like
do a
you're
first
fucking
dance.
doing
No, but she
Footloose.
really wants to.
Well, then you have
she
to.
really wants to because, I was being jokingly difficult about it for so long because she's like, dance with me. And I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
And then she'd come up and try to dance with me and I would just go limp like a child.
Oh, God.
Boy, you're a hoot. You're a real hoot to live
You're
with.
a lot of fun to have around.
Hey, shut up. It was a great bit. And then And then she said, well, no, it's really important to me to do a first dance, because my dad's not around. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, pull that card.
And then I got
You know what? That's some manipulative bullshit.
Stop it. Hey, my dad's dead, too.
You should be like,
exactly.
my dad's not around either. And this
It was
is what
important to
you
my dad
want.
to not have a first dance. No. But now I feel very nervous because I just want to make sure it's a good first dance for her. Like, I want to have a good first dance for her.
What do you think
just
the,
have Robert Kirkman play the wedding dad. So anyone that needs a dad can just go to that guy.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And then you can just
He
yell
is
at him.
very dadly.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you're like, it's just like a dad.
Ah. So, I don't know. Should be fun, though.
I mean, you got to figure a lot of family friends are coming on the Hearst side. What do you think the net worth of this room is going to be?
Matt, I don't...
Is stratosphere? Is it in the stratosphere?
Nope, I don't. That's not...
a bajillion, right?
I don't...
At least a bajillion.
So what else is on the must-see TV?
Wings.
Nothing
Wings will be
much,
back.
but Matt does bring up a good point. I do have a couple investment opportunities that I have the portfolios for, and I believe...
Jonah, don't blow this now.
No.
We're going to bring the easel.
Yeah.
The wedding.
Yeah.
Can I have everyone's attention, please?
We have a...
Do you take this?
Yeah.
Are there any objections?
Yes.
I would object to not getting in
Now,
on the
I
best.
know that we all love love,
Yeah.
but don't we also love making money?
Right.
Those plastic things that go on the tip of your shoelaces, who makes those? You don't know, do you?
Tom Cruise knows.
I love learning.
do that.
I love learning. I love knowing about things.
It's one of the reasons why...
I love life.
What's your favorite movie? Favorite movie?
They're all good. They're all good.
They're all good.
They're all
Well, like,
good.
which one in general?
Oh, yeah, I watch them all.
just
I
name
watch
a
everything,
movie.
just everything that comes out.
Name one movie.
Everything that comes out.
Name one movie.
Yeah. You know, when I was doing Top Gun.
Okay, that's a movie. That typically counts. Yeah, there's not going to be any toasts either. No toasts.
That's a great idea.
Disagree.
Nope.
We got something worked out.
You're going to have to do it in your car.
It's a timeshare presentation.
I just didn't want like drunk comedians. I don't know. It just seemed like not a great idea.
I would say too many speeches at our.
No, I thought yours was nice.
Nope, that was the rehearsal dinner again. Chris, you weren't at the wedding.
So you guys actually did get married?
I like that it honestly happens, and then you play it right into the bit.
What are you talking about? I was doing a bit the entire time. I'm that good.
You know, that rehearsal dinner did feel like a wedding.
I tell you something though. Just before people get mad at me for not being there, I actually did.
We talked about it already. No one's gonna
We
get
did
mad.
talk about it already. Okay.
Talk about what?
That if like, how could you not go to Matt's wedding? Yeah, we did.
His show was live.
Yeah, we did that as well.
This is because I made such a stink for my wedding that you were very cautious about how to handle not making it to Matt's
And we
wedding.
only wanted one in the stink.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Only one.
Yeah.
Unless they ask.
I mean, I don't know if they normally are.
Why don't you try to?
I had during my physical. Speaking of one in the stink, I had I had gone to a urologist.
Yeah, been there.
And
Dr. Kim, what up, Cedars?
And so I went to
Cedars.
Yeah.
Sorry, isn't that like an expensive place to go?
I have insurance.
Insurance covers. I thought Cedars was like a private hospital for fancy pants people.
I don't know.
I've never been referred to Cedars.
I said, give me the most Jewish hospital.
Here we go.
And they said, Cedars Sinai. And I said, thanks, I'm the king of you.
And they said, again, Matt, marrying a Jewish lady doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it does, Chris.
Take off your shorts and cough a lot. So when I would go see my urologist, he would just, he's probably like 62 or 3 years old. So it's sort of like getting butt fingered by Bernie Sanders. And,
We've all been there,
as
especially after this election.
I'm just going to put him 1%. He's going to put 1% in. So he bent over the table.
I think he'd
Bent over the table and just
Chris,
kind of...
I got to say, he'd put in the 99%.
Well, it goes all. It goes 90% of the way. So, and the finger goes in. It's not comfortable, not great, but it happens. It's quick. So when I got the physical, I went to another doctor, an internist, and I did not know there was a whole different way of doing it, and I really didn't appreciate this one. Instead of bending over the table, which, it helps you feel like you got a little bit of dignity, you got a table to hold on to.
Yeah.
He says, curl up in the fetal position. Oh. And he did it that way.
Oh,
which
laying
is,
down.
Yes, which is so much more vulnerable.
That's interesting.
When you're in a fetal position and someone is sliding a finger in you to poke around to see if you have...
Like it takes you back to the womb.
No, I was not butt fingered in the womb.
You don't know that.
And I really did not enjoy being a sad, trembling popsicle stick on this on this medical table. I much prefer the grab the table and bend over method.
Yeah, give it to me like a man. Shut in.
No hands.
Give it to me now.
Yep. Anyway, my
Is that all you
cholesterol's
got?
high.
Are your thoughts on pegging?
3 knuckles deep. Come on.
I can take more.
Don't treat me like.
Give me a piece of leather. Have you done that yet?
No.
What?
Finger in the butt.
You're gonna have to do it soon.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm surprised you haven't done it yet.
Me too. Then they didn't off. They
Go
didn't.
see a urologist.
What?
See a urologist.
Went to my general practitioner. He didn't mention it.
Yeah, your GP is not going to do it normally, unless you get over the age of Chris.
Not really comfortable with that. I know that's a true statement.
Shouldn't a physical?
What's that?
Shouldn't a physical?
Yeah, I mean, you don't. It's recommended for people over 40.
So why are you
every
doing it?
doctor's
Because I had to go to a urologist because my sperm count was so fucking low.
Oh,
every
So it's just
doctor's
like
also a
whole
little
full
bit different
service
too.
on your junk area.
Yeah, okay.
Junk to top crack. Like it's all the whole encompassing.
when I was
as a
17, I
urologist.
went to a walk-in clinic because I thought I had testicular cancer.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It didn't.
Okay.
What'd you have?
It was a
Third ball.
It was a kind of a. It was like not a blood clot, but like
Was it varicose? Varicose?
no, it was like it's just like a like hardened blood vessels that kind of group together.
Well,
Oh.
of course you would think that was
We've all
cancer.
been there.
But yeah, and the guy was like, he explained to me because it like moved around, and he was like, if it was cancer, it would not move around; it would just be a solid bump
Right.
on the testicle.
Thank God.
It was really.
Heartwarming?
It was just it was odd.
Was this in Hawaii or is this when you got
This
to
was in
LA?
Hawaii. I was just living on my own.
Oh, brother, you better those blood clotter,
How do you
brother.
feel about the uptick
he was
in?
a Filipino guy.
How do you feel about the uptick in poke restaurants?
Pokey.
Poke. I'm sorry.
What,
I
Pokestops?
don't know the.
Are you talking about Pokemon?
Nope. We're talking about the fish. Dish
tuna
that
poke?
is so delicious in Hawaii, but I
Tuna Pokestops?
think out here it's not. Haven't found a good one yet.
The best one is just Pokey. That's in Hermosa Beach. That's
Okay.
the closest you can get to Hawaiian style Pokey. All these other places are doing Poke Bowls.
Yeah.
That's
So I could catch like a Raichu there?
no. This is a fish.
It's not a.
How about a Charmander? Because I
Not
really
a-
want to evolve to a Dragonite.
It's not a. It's not a Pokemon.
I need a Dragonite and a Snorlax. Like, I'm sorely missing.
Are you gonna fucking get like crazy Wi-Fi charges and etc. in Japan trying to catch Poke out there?
Already solved, brah. Already solved. Getting a portable Wi-Fi unit to take around and buy a data network.
But you part like one of your activities on your honeymoon will be catching Pokemon.
I told Lydia that there are Pokemon that you can only get in Japan.
Well,
And so, because they're different ones regionally, and it's important to do it. So I said I'm not going to do it the whole time, but I will be catching some Pokemon in Japan, and she was fine with
saying,
that.
now, honey, it's not like I gotta catch them all, but I kind of gotta catch them all.
I'm
you
so
know?
disappointed. I was taking Japanese for a bit, and I stopped, and now I'm going there, and I'm so disappointed in myself.
Just play the tapes when you fall asleep, bro. That works.
No,
It doesn't work at all, John.
it's a good language, and it's a very structured language, and I was really in love with it because it makes sense. It makes so much sense, and I just didn't stick with it. And every time I'd try to, I would be like, I'm so busy in my brain.
What was
hurts.
your approach? Were you doing like a Rosetta Stone, or were you doing like
I got Rosetta,
Duolingo?
and then I also I got Rosetta, and then I had a tutor who would come in once a week.
You had a Japanese tutor, you let it go?
I did.
Bro, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm sorry, Azumi.
Oh my God.
Story checks out.
Yeah. So
That is a name they'd have.
it is. It's a bummer because if I'd been doing this for the last year, I could have by now be.
Well,
speaking-
you didn't know you wanted your honeymoon in Japan. I mean, how
Well,
are you supposed to
we
prepare
kinda did
yourself?
know that,
Well,
like-
I feel like you really didn't until Pokemon came out, and then you knew.
The Mira method.
Which is what?
not
And
not make
what's
myself feel
unfair?
too bad about it.
Yeah, let it go, bro.
All right, I will.
Don't worry about it.
Hi.
I don't know what you said, but cool.
It's a watashi wa kurisu.
Nope, not following you,
I
Chief.
think I just said my name is Chris.
Oh, all right. That's pretty cool. You can say that at your Pokegoes.
Pretty great.
It's a Pokestop
Yeah, whatever.
or Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Pokemon, go to the polls.
Nope.
Right? Because everyone should vote.
I mean, I have so many good ones. You
Oh, I bet he
have
does.
some really good ones.
Buckle up, everyone. He's a level 17.
Oh, I'm level 22, almost.
Whoa! You had yourself a week.
I know.
Boy, oh boy, what did you do while you were off? Chris, enlighten us.
Then they made the game harder. But, you know, what's interesting is...
Show me the game. I don't know it.
what's interesting about it is it really almost was kind of that Louis C.K. bit that he did on Conan where, you know, Niantic released the game and then now people are flipping the fuck out because they made changes to the game and they took some features away and people are just losing it. It's like, you didn't have this a month ago.
Yeah.
You did not have this a month ago.
Yeah.
I really think, you know, I'm kind of getting into this place with people where people act like entertainment is a right. It's a privilege. It's not a right. You know,
Yeah.
like people get like with television and games and movies, like this generation of people acts like it's the civil rights movement.
Old man Hardwick.
And it's not. It's entertainment. It's
is-
entertainment. You are privileged to do it. You can't I mean, yeah, I do feel like Old
You
Man
wouldn't have
Hardwick.
this life if it wasn't for me, so...
I mean, I fucking love, you know, I love it too. And
It is funny you mentioned that. Just I was just talking to a couple of guys that have a podcast that just started getting really popular, and like they had a bunch. The amount of fans kind of increased exponentially in the past couple months, and now they're going like it's like, hey, when you get a lot more fans, people just start being dicks to you all the time.
Well, a
and
percentage
saying what
of
they
them-
don't like about it.
a
And
percentage of them just talk to you like you work for them. They're like, do this, don't do that. Shut the fuck up when this person's, it's like, hey, that's kind of rude. Oh, I can't express an opinion. I thought we had free speech. That's my favorite. Like, yeah, you're not going to jail. We have free speech. But other people also have free speech to respond if you're rude to them.
Yeah. That's always the word. I think the funniest thing is when someone shits on you, like in a comment section on Instagram.
Keep talking.
And they
fucking Pidgey.
They just go like, it's like, hey man, I'm just voicing my opinion. You're like, yeah, but in my personal space.
Right.
How would I not see this?
Right. It's also like, why? Of course I'm deleting this.
Jonah, there's
Yeah.
a Pidgey right near you.
Get it off me! Get it off! Get it off me!
Chris, it's hurting him. Chris, it's hurting
Where
him.
is it? Where is it?
Get it, catch it, Chris, catch
Chris,
it.
Get it
It's
off.
hurting him.
Oh God! It's
God, he's
humping my
bleeding. He's
ear.
bleeding.
It's
He's
his dick is in my ear.
Oh God.
Oh God!
His dick was in your ear.
All right.
Don't worry, though. I'm going to catch him.
Because you got it.
So I just caught the Pidgey with a Pokeball. He had a combat power of 104, which is decent for a Pidgey. But Pidgey are basically the garbage Pokemon. They're like the ones you'll get the most. It'll tell you in the proximity sensor that there are some good ones nearby, and then you'll just get Pidgeys and Rattatas. But they're working on the proximity center. That's the thing, is that they took some features away to try to improve them. But then, people are like, fuck you.
Oh, man.
People are the fucking worst.
You know what I saw? The second season of Catastrophe. The Rob Delaney
Rob's
Sharon
show.
Horgan
Yeah.
show. It's so good. I liked the first season a lot. The second season is so good.
Just dropping a
Kids,
lure here.
this is a Jonah recommends.
It's
Buckle up.
really funny. It's available on Amazon. Highly recommend
You know what
it.
else is on Amazon now?
What?
Bosch Season 2.
Oh, yeah?
So good.
Yeah.
I just dropped a lucky egg.
And you
so I
can
double
use
my XP.
Amazon to watch Jonah on CISO.
You can get a CISO add-on subscription. Also, get 3 months for the price of one.
Oh, my God.
Using the code Hidden America.
What a deal.
What a deal!
HIDDEN America.
I hope you know how to spell
God
the
damn
thing.
it, cuz we live here. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know how to spell it.
Make it great again. Make it great again. Make it great again.
Make it great.
I'm catching Pokemon.
That's fine.
Gonna drop a raspberry to trap the
Lumley's
Spanky.
in Pasadena and watched
Better use
it
a
was
great
called-
ball. There he goes.
The
He's
Mind's
in
Eye,
the ball.
kind of a small indie,
Better
low
fucking
budget
hold.
horror
Better
movie.
Fucking hold.
It's kind of like it's like Scanners almost. It's like about a guy that's trying to manipulate people that can, use their psycho-telekinetic powers to kill other people.
Oh, sure.
It's it's kind of in that.
I'll stop now. What I miss?
That's that way of like the retro. There's a lot of John Carpenter style music and stuff like that. But it's fun. It's fun.
You see...
A couple good like head splits.
Oh, I like a good head split.
Yeah. There's a couple that are just
My wife can't watch any of those things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dee can watch gore. She can watch slasher, but she doesn't like ghost. She doesn't like haunting or possession stuff, and she doesn't like home invasion stuff.
Oh, I don't either.
The home invasion stuff is the worst.
Because it's too real.
It is too.
Because it's the most real.
There's
That's
nothing
what makes it hard.
supernatural about this.
Yeah,
it's just humanity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just that every time we'll be like driving somewhere and then we'll see like a cabin by itself. It's like, that looks really peaceful. And she'll be like, nope, that's a home invasion cabin. That's when they all can come around from all sides.
When those preppy boys come in and ruin your life
with animal masks. They have animal masks and they come in and tie you up and cut you up.
Yeah, when I showed her You're Next, and she's like, what are you doing showing this to me? I was like, wait, it's like a commentary on these movies. Just wait.
I don't think she appreciated the meta message.
Yeah, she did. She eventually got into it, but she, didn't like it. I had to go see Conjuring 2 by myself.
No.
And then probably going to go see Lights Out by myself. You guys see that one yet?
I'll go see Lights Out with you.
What?
I'll go see Lights Out with you.
Yeah, it looks fun.
I'm into it.
Looks
We've
real
just
fun.
Been enjoying the shit out of Stranger Things, of course.
That's a lot. It's a fun show.
God, it just feels so good.
Yeah,
that opening. It's our childhood basically.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good show. And
I was those kids' age in 1983. Like it was. It just feels. And I played D&D. Like everything about it. And the credits and the music. I mean, the Duffers did such a brilliant job making the show a character as well.
Yeah, it's a blast. It gets so close to being like a parody of those movies, but it just pulls back to where it's not a comedy essentially.
Right.
I really dig it. It's just done so well. The whole thing is shot so incredibly well, like a movie.
Yep.
The Netflix way, bro.
Yeah, they're kind of coming out fast and hard with a lot of stuff.
So did you understand Pokemon Go at all?
You didn't show me the screen once. You said a bunch of gibberish words.
No, he showed it to you the one time there was a Pokemon ball on the screen. That was all you saw.
That's all I saw. Sorry, yeah. So I stand corrected.
You want to watch me catch another one? Because I totally can.
Not really.
Okay.
But have fun.
Yeah. I think you'll feel great about it when you're doing that by yourself on your honeymoon.
Well, you got a Pikachu! Katie got a fucking... Oh, guys.
Oh, God, there's a Pikachu in here, and Katie's going to get it, and Chris is going to steal it from her.
No, you don't steal him. It just means he's here. Did you catch it? You got a
Pikachu? That's a lot. I think that's a lot, Jonah. I think that's like...
I mean, I have...
Oh, you know what I did? I
have a few.
So Joe Lynch and Adam Green did a 48-hour
there it is.
podcast marathon, telethon, raising money.
Katie, I'm going to get him.
Raising money for Yorkies, a Yorkie rescue, and we did a live script reading of one of the early drafts of the Goonies.
Oh, cool.
That should be enough for $4.69, right?
Sean Austin's character is Asian. Yes. Data is black.
I own you, Pikachu.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. Mouth is pretty similar, but he's just nonstop with impressions.
Does he do this?
He would have.
Okay.
I just watched the Goonies episode of The Goldbergs, which I thought was great.
I've never seen that show.
Check it out. I think you'd
but that was fun. It was Joe Lynch and Adam Green, and it was a lot of fun. They would also do stuff where they would put on a movie and invite people to give commentary on it. And they watched Devil's Rejects with Bill Moseley and Sid Haig.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and so it's just like there's pictures of like just Sid Haig and Bill Moseley just watching and just doing live commentary to it.
You know what Sid Haig likes to do?
Does he really?
Yeah, it's his best. He does it.
He likes to do Pikachu?
No,
that's
I mean,
gross,
like,
Chris. That's fucking disgusting.
See, Sid Haig has looked like he's been about to die for about 30 years now.
Oh, that's mean. How dare you?
I thought
Valid.
When he showed up in your movie, House of a Thousand Corpses, I was like, whoa, that guy's still around? And now that was 20 years ago.
No, it was 16.
Do you know what I rewatched over the break twice? Walk Hard.
What break?
At midnight was on.
Oh, what break? I'm just trying to like what break are you?
Oh my god!
It was
I've become
winter
a morning
break?
radio soundboard.
What'd you watch?
Watched Walk Hard twice.
Oh yeah.
I watched the regular, and then I watched the extended
You know what,
cut.
D and I
that movie's so fucking good.
It's great.
It's so
great.
underrated.
It's so sloppy though. It's like it's hardly a movie. It's
Are you
just
kidding me?
It's a bunch of
great.
sketches like doing parodies of, and I'm not saying
Of
it's not
all
funny
those
or,
music biographies.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have this one larger than life character who is in every style of music, and it works.
No,
It works.
I love it.
And the movie is gorgeous.
Yeah, but I was just saying it's like, but like as a cohesive story, it's all over the place. It's not, it's.
I think it's a very cohesive story. I disagree with you, Jonah.
No, that's totally fine.
Why can't you guys get along?
I
It's
just
like you
think-
guys just hate
I
each
just
other on this
think-
podcast. I guess the podcast is just breaking up or whatever.
Yeah, that's what
All
I
right.
heard.
See you guys.
Dee and I, we rewatched Girl with a Dragon Tattoo last night with your boy.
Which one? The Daniel Craig one.
The Daniel Craig one.
Yeah.
It's just that guy.
Yep.
Daniel Craig's great in it, like very like effortlessly perfect,
Handsome. Yep.
handsome, and just good in it, like and multi-layered and whatnot. But director
Fincher.
he just makes the most watchable movies. Like just something about like the music he chooses, and sometimes the edits seem like they would be abrupt, but everything feels so smooth, and all the shots are
I was
great.
watching randomly. I was on a YouTube hole.
Yeah.
And I started watching a bunch of pop-up videos.
Oh yeah, he directs so many of those old videos.
Yeah, I forgot he did Vogue, the Madonna
Yeah.
video.
He did pop up,
Well, no, he didn't do. I mean, Vogue was on pop-up video. Remember pop-up
he
video?
did pop up video. David Fincher. I'm
Oh my
acting
god!
okay.
Jug,
But
I
you
don't
know
think
what
he's
realized?
listening to us.
I realized it's like because he would always try and like do crazy things with his music videos, and that's why like the opening credit sequences to his movies are always essentially like weird music videos.
Some of those guys, like some of those guys from those early. Who else? Oh,
Mick G,
Spike Jones,
Spike Jones, yeah.
Mark Romanek
Romanic, that's it.
and Tarsim.
Tarsim,
Mark Webb. He started doing. He did Regina Spektor's videos.
yeah.
Then he
All those guys that had like those Palm DVDs that came out. Remember those? It was the guy that did all the. Aphex
POLM.
No, it's like Palm. I think PALM. That like they put out those DVD collections, like Spike Jones videos. What's the guy who did Michel Gondry? What's the guy that did all the Aphex Twin videos? Chris
Hansen.
Yep, that was it. That was it, Chris. Chris Hansen of Dateline, NBC.
What are you looking at?
Let's see what time it is.
Well,
6:48.
why would you see what time it is? We're having such a blast.
We are having a good time.
I missed hanging out with you jerks.
We hung out.
Well,
the
you
other
didn't
week.
really hang out.
We hung out like a couple weeks ago.
I don't remember that.
It was at Matt's wedding.
It's really great. We talked about
Your gifts in the mail? Is that it?
Yep. Your animated GIF is in the mail.
Anyway to get.
I figured out how to make gifts over the weekend. I had quite a weekend.
Nice.
Really,
That's
just
what I do. Oh, Dee and I, we found this cafe right next to Mount Wilson.
Enjoy a burrito, everyone. I don't know. I just decided
like that.
That would
That's
just
funny.
be it.
It's very funny.
I guess it's not as exciting as hearing someone play the Pokemon game.
Katie will attest to the fact.
Hang on. I would argue that was the most on-brand thing he could be doing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh yeah. Listen,
yeah.
I'm all about branding. I don't
Yeah.
actually like things for real or anything. It's just all about.
Oh,
Now you're level 22.
I know you like it.
I have
You
an
gotta like it
intern
for
here
real.
who's actually playing Pokemon, and then there's a script that I read, and I figure, listen, this is what the kids are into, and so this is how I'm going to stay fresh in my career. So thank you for exposing me, Matt. Thank you. Anyway, tell me about your
I feel
road
like he's
trip.
mad about this exposure.
Yeah, it was neat. We went. Dee and I drove just into the mountains, and then we found this cafe next to Mount Wilson, like way in the middle of Angeles Crest.
Is that where you saw that cabin that you didn't want to move into?
No. But it was pretty neat. And then we just kind of drove around aimlessly in the mountains, ended up in Sunland.
I saw
I've been up to
your
Sunland
the Instagram video from that. What is that song that was playing? Because it was great.
Oh yeah, that's off the new. There's 2 new Islands records. Islands.
Chris from Islands.
Yes. No, Nick. His name is Nick.
Nick from Islands.
Yeah. So Nick put out 2 new Islands records at the same time a few months back, and one's kind of more like simple, like 4-piece band rockin' music, and then there's the other one, which is more of that kind of synthy stuff. But it's that's like one of my favorite songs from that new record, and it's just fantastic. Big fan of it. I'll send you the link of what it is.
This guy still has time to listen to music.
You listen to music in the car. You listen
Jonah's
to music.
so busy.
I listen to a lot of talking in the car. I don't really listen to music.
I like it's just
I play a lot of music at home. I play my guitar a lot.
I like music. Dee got me for my birthday a shower head that has a little Bluetooth speaker in it, so I can listen to music.
There you go.
And that's I was pretty stoked on that.
Nice.
Because I usually just kind of like put my phone in a glass.
Oh,
well,
to
yeah,
amplify.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty clever,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Wizard.
Oh, thank you.
That video of Mr. Wizard insulting kids is so fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
They just captured all these little slivers of moments where he was like, "Give me that." Like where if you were watching the whole show, you wouldn't think anything of it, but isolated. Well, no, you're doing it wrong. It's like, and just watching all these adorable Dorcases just getting kind of. Just getting slapped down by Mr. Wizard.
Mr.
Last
Wizard
night
was just being on like 6 a.m.
Yeah, he's been so early.
Yeah.
That was like the first thing Nickelodeon played.
I just remember seeing it before going to school.
Yeah, I feel like it was that, and then like it was either like you can't do that on television and then Mr. Wizard, or flip that. I don't know. I feel like
Bunsen burner, Poindexter.
they burned
That's what I wish
all.
he had said. He didn't say that though.
They burned the old stuff early,
Yeah,
and like Pinwheel. Remember Pinwheel?
I don't.
Pinwheel was a Nickelodeon show. You don't remember Pinwheel?
I remember the name of it, but I don't remember.
Pinwheel! And then there was some puppets that would interact with humans. It looked French, but it wasn't. No? Okay.
The Muppet Show?
Pinwheel. Not the Muppet Show.
I don't know. Bloosh.
Did you see Dr. Teeth played a whole set at Outside Lands?
Outside Lands, yeah,
Did you
that was
watch
insane.
it?
I saw
it was
part of
very
it.
cool.
Dana Gould posted it on his Instagram.
Yeah.
He was backstage, so he.
Oh,
It starts with the crowd and then goes up to the.
And they're doing Beatles, right?
Yeah, they did a few covers.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
did.
That's such a rad idea.
But it was awesome.
Yeah.
It looked very cool, and I liked it.
The album's called Taste by Islands, and the song that I used was called Pumpkin.
Kind of feels like the Stranger Things theme song. Now mixed up with Dr. Aurora Borealis, Jonah down Dallas. Can you picture that? Can you picture? Can you picture that?
Yeah, it's a good song. Good album. Good tunes. Good friends.
Good
Having
tunes.
a ball.
Do they cover the Pokemon theme?
They do not.
They
Well,
could. I'm
not
sure they
interested.
could.
Just
I'm sure they
being on
could.
brand.
I'm sure they could.
Oh, shit.
What?
Yeah, guys are sparring today.
What are you talking about?
You guys are just attacking each other. Is this the end of the podcast?
We each try to say, "Is this the end of the podcast?"
Always putting it on the other two people.
With the reason that
What's
it's
up
the
with you
other
guys? Like,
two.
I mean, it's just saying. It's really for me the way you guys act. It's like,
No.
what is this? The end of the podcast?
Hang on. You guys have both brought up the end of the podcast. Is this the end of the podcast?
Oh, geez, here we go again.
we call this
you guys
episode the end of the
brought- No.
No, the episode's not good enough to be called that.
No.
Okay, good. Okay,
Our last podcast will be in front of a live studio audience.
And just spring it on him. Well, thanks for being here. That was our last one. No Jerry Burrito. And then just like walk out.
There's a couple times I always thought, like, when we were doing live shows at like Comic-Con or some of that, if I just said, it's like, thanks everyone for coming. This was my last Nerdist podcast ever. It's been a great time. Thank you. Good night.
And then you just swan dive off. scene.
Apparently that's how Chris Cornell quit. Was it?
Yes. It wasn't Soundgarden. It was
not Velvet Revolver. The other, Audio Slave.
Yeah.
So it's like they were playing a show.
great.
And
This
it's
is my
like,
last show.
This is our last show.
Yeah.
Thanks for your support over the years. And the
And the
guys
band
are-
was like, "What?" Yeah. The rest of the band was like, "Oh."
yeah, that was his way of just quitting the band by just dismantling it in front of a crowd.
Oh my God.
Yeah, kind of a fucking shit move.
Because, I mean, I guess you could take that back, but that's pretty definitive.
Yeah. Ugh.
Well,
Well, this is the last
Katie's
podcast.
yawning.
it's not our last podcast. No, Katie just wants to catch more Pikachu.
This is our last
Not our
podcast
last.
till
Not our
next
best.
Tuesday.
This was our best.
Not our last.
It was
not
nice
our
and
best.
mellow. It was just hanging out, literally with you on your phone, just like hanging out together.
No, that's not true at all.
Hang on,
fucking Pikachu in here.
guys,
Catch
stop
it.
arguing. You're gonna make me think this is the end of the podcast.
Oh, why are you saying that? Is it the end of the podcast or something?
You know, you guys both saying that. I thought it was a joke, but I think it could be the end of the podcast.
Okay, so now, Chris,
Wait.
you're definitely saying it's the end of the podcast?
You're both now
You just
saying
said
it.
that,
You're both
though.
saying it though.
Guys,
Katie's not paying attention, so this must be the end of the podcast.
guys, I don't know if you're trying to say it's the end of the podcast, but it sounds like you're saying
It's the end of the podcast.
Now leaving Nerdist.com. Enjoy your burrito.